It's Week 14 of the NFL, and our focus is on Rachaad White. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Buccaneers and the Raiders on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
On the other side of the board. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway.
Be good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading him out in his second season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first carry for Rachaad White.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
The numbers for White a week ago.
There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Now 2nd and 3.
Mayfield off the play fake.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
This is caught by Evans. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Again, this is White, and this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Madison getting it again on second.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Kalijah Cansey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Rachaad White, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
Well, this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion left is Thomas. From the gun, Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
In motion left, Godwin.
Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To Evans on the slant.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. To throw, Mayfield.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw.
Quick throw finding Mike Evans. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Bucs take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Minshew. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Third down and 6.
Minshew sets to throw. And that is is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White set to take over again. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing, Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd down and a yard.
They run straight ahead here with White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And there's a short one taken in by Otton.
Dances by at the 20. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. That touchdown reception, his 22nd of the year, tying him for 2nd all-time with Hall of Famer Jerry Rice, who also had 22 during the 1987 season.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it is 28-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
From the gun, Minshew to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Joe Tryon from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown reception. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fighting through at the 25.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll work down inside the 45. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll go play action here with Minshew.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Now Mayfield.
A quick pass here to Godwin.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield. He completes it to Evans.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Mayfield with it once more. He finds his target. It's Evans. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Laube. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get 1 more in here before the quarter breaks. Play fake. Mayfield. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Evans. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Second and a couple. And again, it's Mayfield. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that touchdown reception, number 23 for him on the year, it's going to tie him with Randy Moss for the most touchdown catches in a single season. McLaughlin for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw here.
That is caught.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Minshew. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
He's got Otten.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, You don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch, watch!
They go play action. Mayfield. And a catch right side by Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Keeft, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Minshew sets to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and 10, Minshew. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Looking to throw it, Minshew.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. This is caught by Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive.
And the Raiders have got him.
Malcolm Kuntz
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
That's caught by Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense through the shutout, Adam. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Tampa Bay, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.